Hey guys, what's going on? Tommy D and Nerd Pawn, and I just got back from the 2024 Pokemon Trading Card Game Regional, and I didn't really play. I just kind of dropped. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it for some reason. The vibe was off, but other than that, we had some great competition in the building. It looks like there was 2,307 people at the Baltimore Regional, and it showed. It was a huge event, and I had lots of fun there with my family, and we did the typical Pokemon regional things, vendors, side events, all that kind of stuff, and I was glad to see some of you guys. Thanks for saying hi to me. Eating overpriced food with my friends was pretty cool, but other than that, let's get to the top 8 and talk about the meta shifting in this 2025 or Shrouded Fable format. At number 8, and Rob, and he was playing Regidrago. And honestly, his list seems pretty standard here. It seems like the only thing that I see that's a little different is the new Kiram card. And that card can blow up any single prize deck. This was kind of the missing link of the deck, it seems like, because it probably struggled. I don't play the deck. I've never played the deck, and I haven't played against it much. And when I have, I've played against it with Raging Bolt, so I just kill it. You can take the Kiram and you can kill single prize deck. You can just blow up single prize, like Lost Box, you just blow up. That's probably why we didn't see a lot of Lost Box at all. There was like almost no Lost Box because Kiram could just blow up the entire field. Just boom, boom, boom. 3 prize cards, it's a wrap. Well, when you use Kiram from Grave with Regidrago, but that card just seems so explosive. But yeah, it seems like a pretty clean list. Like nothing really different or too crazy. But congratulations. Coming at number 7, we have another Regidrago player, Rowan now. And his list is a little bit different. Not too much different, but a little bit different. He played Iron Bundle and Hawlucha. But other than that, it seems pretty similar. I see the Collapse Stadium there because Collapse Stadium's pretty good against like most decks. You know, it's really good against Guardy. It's really good against most decks because we need our full bench. You know what I mean? It seems like this deck is pretty much like a little bit of tiny bit different. The Iron Bundle probably helped a lot with utility and gave him that additional play. So congratulations, dude. And yeah, it seems like that this is a really good deck, and it's going to suck that when all the stuff gets rotated, this deck looks really solid and very powerful. So it's probably top 2, top 3 best deck in the format. I would probably say first, or I would probably say second, maybe. I'd probably put Lugia on top, probably because I haven't played with the deck, so I've never felt how strong it is, but maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll try it, pick it up, play it. All right, coming up at number 6, we have Nolan Randall playing a really cool Ogre Pawn Noivern deck, and this deck is really cool, actually. This deck is very different, and I really like it. Noivern's a really good card, Noivern EX. It's a really strong card. It shuts down Lugia. Like, honestly, like like if you attack with that card and they just can't play any special energy from their hand, like what if they really do? Like if they don't have the if they didn't have the Archeops like super fast, they kind of die. And this kind of hurts Raging Bolt too, because you could just hit covered energy and just like say nope, can't hit me ever again, because all they do is play basic Pokemon. So this is probably another reason why Raging Bolt, we didn't see Raging Bolt in top 8, because this card's so powerful. Even though we didn't see a lot, this deck is like kind of rogue, if you will, because we didn't see it a lot. Like I didn't see it almost at all. I think this is like the only one that's like within the top 32, I think. I didn't see it anywhere else. Like it took a while to find other lists of this deck. Yeah, it got to 21st. So no, there was a couple that top 32, but it's definitely a little rogue, but it's spicy, so it's like really powerful. And if you get the right matchup, you're going in, you know? Congratulations. And I hope to see this deck more often, because I don't think a lot of the cards are rotating out. Like a lot of it's like just new stuff. Like I don't think there's anything. There's Colress. There's Colress Double Turbo. But other than that, Double Turbo is strong. But other than that, it's a pretty strong deck, and just can't be hurt, you know? Just stays alive. All right, coming in at number 5, we have Raul Ready with Lugia. I actually have played against Raul a couple times. The last time was at a 1K where he beat me in the Mew VMAX mirror match at Level Up Games in Baltimore, I think, or somewhere close to Baltimore. I'm not really sure. But I think he's from the area And he's a really nice guy, really tough player to play against. And I ended up I got 3rd place at that 1K, which was pretty cool. Really like Mew VMAX. I've been playing that deck forever, but looks like he played a solid Lugia list. I really think Lugia is the best deck in format right now, but I could be wrong because I actually have experience with his deck a lot, and I really like the Wordier edition, the Blood Moon edition, because they're just big closeout cards. It's really good to have closeout cards with this deck, because sometimes you have 1 or 2 prizes left and you really don't have anything to do, so you got put all the energy on this big freaking deer, or Blood Moon can just close out games, you know. The only thing I think is crazy is it's not crazy, but I really like having two of the mice for mid-game action, because once they're gone, they're gone. There's not really much ways to get them back. The list is pretty much the same though as the list that I've been seeing. Squabilly is a little bit different, but consistency is key. You know what I mean? You want to have consistency. 4 bosses is strong. Professor's Research is strong. Big Deer go ham. You know, Big Deer, man, he closes out games. It's good to see a player like this coming back and off to a strong start. We got him top 8 at Baltimore. Let's just and 9th place at Worlds, coming off 9th place at Worlds. Good freaking job, man. You did really good. I'm proud of you, and I'm glad to see you again, and I hope that you keep topping. Keep it up. All right, coming in at 4th place, we have Steven Vesco. Sorry if I butchered that, but he was also playing Lugia, and this is probably, if I played Lugia, this would probably be my list, because the 2 mice, man. It just feels better to have the 2 mice. I understand having the 1 and the 1, so that even though he plays the Blood Moon, he plays all the things that you probably should play. Even to Luminion, he just has a super high monster count, but he has all the necessities that he has the 4 Ultra Ball, he has the Nest Balls, he has the Capturing Aromas, he has all the things to get it done. I really think that this is the list if you're going to play Lugia moving forward. It's great. I love this list, and I actually am probably going to start playing this list because it is just so good. I don't see any flaws with this list at all. It's so nice. The 2 mice, I would feel more confident just knowing I have 2 mice, even if I don't utilize both. Because you could easily draw out all of your resources with just the 1/1 line of the mice. Because they're such a they're really the reason why the deck is, not the full reason, Archeops is obviously the reason why this deck is super amazing. It's also these single prizer things that can hit you for 350. You know what I mean? And then they kill one and they just take a prize. And when they take one prize, it really shuts off a lot of decks right now, because it's taking them longer to beat you, and it's taking you shorter amount of times and less resources to beat them. So that's why I really prefer this line over the other one. It looked like it was super successful, so good job, Steven. I hope that I get to see this deck list more often, and I hope this does really good in the future format. All right, coming in at 3rd place, we got EMT Hurley playing Roaring Moon EX. This list, I don't have a lot of experience actually playing against this deck. My locals, not even just my locals, the other locals I even go to. I go to 2 or 3 different local scenes around the area, and I don't play against this deck a lot, which is good because I don't think the decks I play are really good against it. This really seems like they've kind of fixed the whole Roaring Moon thing. Some of these new cards, once during your player's turn, you may switch one of your bench Pokemon, except this one with your active one. If you do, the new active one is now poisoned, and it does 60, and the Irritating Outburst, doing 60 damage per prize card your opponent's taken, is just a really good closeout card, and it only requires 2 energy. It's low energy cost for really high reward here. Even the 1 Roaring Moon is really good. I like Roaring Moon a lot, so I probably would put more than 1, but I also admitted that I do not know this deck really. Mew's cool, Drawing's cool. Squabilly is probably, it's the new Dedenne, kinda, just not as good. With Dedenne, we could do it at any freaking time. With Squabilly, you get 1 shot, do not miss your chance. Like, you get this one time, and it's a specific time too. It's just a worst in NA, and it's acceptable to 2 prizers. Sure, we got Radiant Greninja, one of the best cards ever to play. Iron Bundle, like this looks clean. Like, this looks like how the deck. Judge is kind of weird, like, because we have like Ionos and stuff, but like maybe they just want hand interruption, like on an even playing field. I don't know. We don't see Judge a lot in general anymore because there's just better cards now. So it's really weird to see Judge, but maybe it's just better in the deck and I just don't know. All right. At number 2, second place, Baltimore Regional, we have Syrian Farah. Sorry if I butchered your name, but we have once again a Lugia deck list. And from what I'm seeing, we have another 2 mice crew. I think this is the exact same list. This is another like clean list. Like, I love this list. Like, I can't wait to build this list. I can't wait because I want to take this to locals because I feel like I'd enjoy it a lot. 4 research, 4 boss, 2 Iono, 1 Jack is really clean. I think it was like a 4 boss, 3 research in the other one, but I could be mistaken. Because I'm not like going back at all. I'm just looking at these lists like one at a time. But this is also a clean list. There's only so much that I can say about this deck. So let's move on. All right. Last but not least, we have the winner of the 2024 Baltimore Regional Championship, Henry Chow. We see him again with Gardevoir, but this time he calls it, according to his deck profile on Twitter, he called it Turbo Gardevoir. And once again, like, we're seeing a really, really clean list. Like, look at this list. Like, there's nothing extra about this list at all. Like, it looks like he really put together, like this is his list. Like, you could tell that this is really his list because you could just see how much effort went into making a list like this. Like, Night Stretcher in the deck is really good. Put a Pokemon or a basic energy from your disc pile to your hand. Like, you gotta do that. Like, Drifloon's back, Stringtail back, Krilia's back. Like, they're just back. Like, Radiant Greninja back. Like, you have no problem with that. Secret Box in this deck is literally absurd. That card is absurd on its own. And everything else, like Pokemon League Headquarters is relatively new. Like, people, I don't think this card sees a lot of play, but attacks being used by each Pokemon in play costs another energy more. That throws off damage. That throws off damage with Raging Bolt. It throws off a lot of things and makes people wait a whole nother turn to execute. And if they wait a whole nother turn to execute, you get the W, because that's all you really need. Like, you're trying to, like, the way to win in Pokemon is a little bit different than other card games because how easy people think it is, but in reality, you're just trying to throw some of the numbers off and throw kind of the easiness off to make sure that you have the advantage. Like, you might not have the card advantage, but you have game advantage because you're taking 2 prizes every time, or that guy's turn took 1 turn too many. You really got to throw your opponent off on things like that, and this Gardevoir deck does just that. It's throwing damage counters everywhere. This deck is so amazing. And it's crazy that this deck didn't really top a lot. I don't think this deck didn't top a lot because it wasn't a good deck. But in reality, Henry Chow's just that player. He is a really, really good player, and we've seen it time and time again. And he's shown us that this is his deck, and he is the best with this deck, and he's going to continue to show us. And that's what he said, and that's what he brought to Baltimore, and it showed, and he closed out this W. And congratulations, Henry Chow, and everybody that top 8'd. All right, guys, that is the breakdown of the top 8 of the 2024 Baltimore Regional. Let me know what you thought. If you have insights or any suggestions or any comments about what the players were playing or how they played. I didn't see too much ruling talk that was going on. It seems like that the judge, on a judge standpoint, it seemed like it was good, but I could be wrong because I wasn't like deep in the event this time. I was just like there to hang out with my friends and just support Pokemon in general. Let me know in the comments if you saw any sketchy stuff. Maybe you didn't agree with one of these guys' decisions and maybe you could have did it better, but we couldn't have done it better because we weren't sitting on the stream playing in these top 8 decks. So congratulations, all their hard work paid off and they got to top 8 this event. and one of the first big events after Worlds in the new season. So I'm really excited. This is a really good format. A lot of new complex Pokemon going on, actually, and it's nice to see this game go, like, how far we've gone since where we would just bring out a monster, put 2 energy on it, and hit him with a jab. You know what I mean? We're getting, like, this game is getting really great, and it's great seeing new people get into the game. I would like for you guys to like and subscribe. We have more Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering content, and if you like trading card game content, subscribe to us, and we will catch you in the next video. Take it easy.